In today's video, I'm going to show you how Leonardo AI is leagues above Midjourney. Now, most of you are probably familiar with Midjourney if you're watching this video, and if you're not, Midjourney is a very popular image creation tool using language learning models, and it's something that can be used by anybody with some experience, but it is a paid service, and you do need to know how to use it. There's some complexity to the tool, and you also need to have the ability to have multiple accounts so that you can sign in and use it effectively. But what I'm going to show you today is I'm going to show you Leonardo AI, which I feel is more robust, much easier to use and user-friendly, has a lot of different customization options, and best of all, has a free tier that you can use forever to create images. And I'm going to tell you all about Leonardo AI today. What is Leonardo AI? Well, Leonardo AI is a text-to-image service competing with Midjourney that is based off of Stable Diffusion. And if you're not familiar with what Stable Diffusion is one of the leading deep learning models which focuses on text to images. So in order to create an account, all you have to really do is click Create Account. And you're going to be brought to a screen where you're given an option to log in either with your Apple account, Google, Microsoft account, or you can create one completely from scratch. So I'm going to create an account and I'm going to get back to you on the next screen. After going through the prompts where it asks you to create a username and what your interests are and confirming that you're over 18 if necessary, you're brought here to the main dashboard. What you see at the top here is different modes that can be used. So you'll see here image generation, live canvas, canvas editor, motion, and you can cycle through them accordingly. Below here you will see what the community is actually creating. So all of these images here are community created images, so you can categorize them by trending, by new, or by top ones. And if you want to specifically know what it is that they're actually creating, if you click on it, it'll give you an indication of what the prompt is. So it'll go through that here. You can copy it, you can copy the image, or you can remix it if you want to change it up a bit. What a negative prompt is it's essentially what it is. It's the opposite of what a prompt is. So if there's specific things that you want to ask the model to avoid, you can put them in here, and then anytime you're creating the image, it will specifically not include any of these keywords or prompts that you put in here. And you have some other metadata as well, in terms of the image size, when it was created. It was using Alchemy, which again I'll get to in a little bit. And you get an opportunity to look at some related images using some of the same design language. The community feed is where you can access more pictures that creators have put together. Personal feed is when you do decide to create your own image, you can go to the personal feed, and that's just your separate little area where all of the pictures you created currently reside. Training in data sets is a little bit more complicated. What that does is that allows you to use your own training sets and data in order to create the images that you want. This is something that's a little bit more advanced, and if you want me to make a video about it, I can certainly do so in the future. Fine-tuned models gives you the ability to look at specific models that you want to create an image about that Leonardo AI has completed. So for example, if you wanted to create something that is very hyper-realistic, you can use the Absolute Reality version 1.6. And if you wanted to create hyper-realistic images using a prompt of your own, you would want to select this one and hit, generate an image with this model. Likewise, for if you wanted to create an anime pastel, so this is again another fine-tuned model that you can leverage, and you can see various examples here that have used this specific model, this fine-tuned model, to create really stunning AI images, and whatever you can think of, you can essentially create. So let's go ahead and create our own image here just to show you an example, and I'm going to use the Absolute Reality 1.6 fine-tuned model. So we're going to hit generate this model. So what you'll notice over here is you have the ability to put in your prompt, and in a previous video, I'll put a link in the description. I used Microsoft Image Creator to create, using a specific prompt, to create an image of a fashion shoot that was very much a Blade Runner style. And I'm going to generate this image in a moment. But what I want to show you on the left-hand side is you have some options here to fine-tune your image a little bit better. So if you wanted to, tell Leonardo AI how many images you wanted to generate or how many variations of an image you wanted to generate, I'm going to select 3 for this example. Photoreal. So what Photoreal is Photoreal gives you the ability to make your photos even more hyper-realistic. Now it does require the Alchemy plugin, which is something that is on by default here, but it is a paid feature. What Alchemy does is it allows you to boost your image to make it even more hyper-realistic than what the model uses. For this example, I'm actually going to turn this off because I want to show you just how good Leonardo AI is without all the bells and whistles and just using the core service as it is for free. Prompt magic is something that you can use to further refine your prompt. Then you have the opportunity to change the dimensions of the picture. If you want to change the aspect ratio, let's say you want to make certain aspect ratios for social media, your Instagram, your TikTok account, or maybe your professional page, you can certainly do that, and you can manually adjust. It accordingly. The guidance scale will measure how closely related your image is to your prompt. So the higher the guidance scale, the more closely your prompt will be to the image. The lower it is, the less likely it will be, and so on. And tiling is something that you would use for repeat textures and backgrounds. So I'm not gonna change any of these dimensions. I'm gonna leave it completely. I'm gonna turn every single option off because I just want to show you the free version in terms of what's possible to generate. So before I hit generate, you have the ability to change. Again, if I wanted to change different stable diffusion language models, I could certainly do that here, and those are options that are available to me. If I wanted to change the style, I could do that. Adding elements is just really fine-tuning certain aspects of the image. And then if you wanted to add a negative prompt and tell it, what to exclude when you create this image, you can certainly do that. But again, I'm going to keep all of that off, and I'm going to click generate. So you'll notice here, as I'm clicking generate, there's a number 6 here, and this will use 6 tokens. So for the free version of Leonardo AI, you get about 150 tokens a day to use to create images. So here we go. So I will cycle through the images here. So you have I started with the 3rd one last. You have this one, which really looks like one of the replicants from Blade Runner. It's pretty eerie how closely it resembles it. And here's another image here. So you have a couple of options. If you wanted to delete the image, you could do that. If you wanted to download it, you could do that as well, or copy it, or you remove the background. And again, if you had the Alchemy plugin, which is a paid plugin, you could refine it even further if you wished. Going back to the home screen, some of the other things that are available here are Live Canvas. What Live Canvas allows you to do is it allows you to take an existing image of your own and transform it into whatever you want. That's something that Live Canvas allows you to do. If you wanted to, extend the background of your image, you had a specific image and you wanted to expand what the background looks like, you have the canvas editor here, and motion is something that's coming soon, but it's similar to another video that I created, which is Pika Labs, where you can take images and actually turn them into videos itself. As far as pricing goes, Leonardo AI offers a lot of flexibility and options. The free version gives you up to 150 tokens per day, and as you saw in the previous example, I created 3 images using 6 tokens. So you have a lot of versatility to create a lot of different images completely for free, and that's something you can do on an ongoing basis. If you have more needs and you're a graphic designer, or maybe you work for a magazine, or you're trying to put together some kind of creative project, the cost is really quite good compared to Midjourney and some other services that offer a similar feature set. So for starting as little as $10 a month, you can get up to 8,500 tokens per month. That is a tremendous amount of images you can create, and you also get a lot more options in terms of what you can do with it. But this is not a paid advertising. It's just a service that I love, and compared to some of the other ones that I've used, for me, I feel it's the best. It's the easiest to use, and it offers a pretty robust feature set completely for free. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.